Okay, welcome back, guys. So, let's just continue and just add some more modifiers to this and then tweak the modifiers we already have. So, let me just turn this off and on to see if there's something else I need to change in there. Just scroll down. I think I've changed a few things. Let's start from changing the offsets. Let's see what can we use here. Let's use the random. So I've already copied the randomizer in here. So round open brackets 0.1 underscore 2. Let's see what that does. 0.1 comma 2 close bracket rather. You just see this from our reference image. Let me see if I can match that to it. So I'm just going to set this and then keep changing some things here. So for the coil, let me try something a bit different for this. Though I like the way it looks, but I feel I can still do some adjustment to this. So back to the clumping tool. Still on the offset. Can we change in here? Let me manipulate the graph a bit. Let me pull this down. Like so. Let's wait for this to update. Okay. So I don't want the center part of the hair, the midpoint of the hair, to be offsetted too much. That's why I'm taking this down. Let me play with this some more. Let's go close to the tip. Let's make this affect the tip a bit more. Okay. For the roots, I don't think I'll need to do anything in there. I don't think. Let me just go close to it, but not completely there. Something like this should be fine. Just taking that offset off away from the roots. And click out. Okay. Well, because this is fine, I guess. I feel like it's floating away, but that's fine because when the hair rests on the shoulder, hair as much as this, the hair is kind of bouncy, so you should have some hairs floating. Though not completely like mine though my camera angle won't be going there anyways. So for the noise effect, let's try something in here. Let's try 5 and let's see what that gives me. Oh, it won't do anything until I adjust the graph. So let me adjust the graph. Let's see. That seems to blow it up by quite a lot. Let's see. Let's go around this and just check. Not bad. Not bad at all. Maybe I might keep this. Let me just change this. Let me just randomize this a bit. Let's do a randomizer from 1 to 10. Okay. And just turn this off and to see what actually changed from all these settings I just added. Scroll up, looking for. Okay, let me just change this a bit more. Let me just pull this down. I don't want the offset to be blowing up the tip too much. Let me just reduce that. Wait for this to update. Okay. Turn off this noise. for now. Let's see. Uh, let's see. Let me add another layer of coil on top of this and try to randomize this new layer of coil on top of this. Let me just randomize this. I don't want this to be affecting everything. So I'm just going to putting this down below the noise layer. So I'm going to start modifying this some more. Let's start by, should we start with now? So let's change the max to something lower. So I'm trying out the randomizer to see if that gives me anything. Okay, let's see. Nope, it is not working. I'm getting this error message. It's not working as it should. So let me just take this back. Back to 1, enter. Let me try something in between 0 to 1. Let's try 0.5 and let's see. Okay. At the count of 10. So I'm just going to turn off the previous coil so I can actually visualize how this second coil is affecting the hair. See what I have in here and compare this to our coil 2. So I don't want this to be affecting so much of the root, so let me take this down. Okay. Let me put this back to 1. Let's see. This feels kind of interesting, but if we layer this on top of our original coil, I don't think that will work. That will be too cool. So let me just manipulate this some more. So let me just put a randomizer on the radius and let's see what that gives us. Nah, it's way too blown out. You put this back to 1 again. Okay, I'm just kind of experimenting to kind of see what works best. Now this is way too much. This is way too much. I don't want this. It's way too much. Okay, let's see. Let me try something else. Let me kind of use a noise image, procedural image for this. Let me see if that gives me something that I might like. Just scroll down to noise C. So let me try this and play with this. Let me see if this gives me something interesting. I don't want this coil to be affecting the entire hair. I just want it to affecting some of the hairs. So that's why I'm trying something like this. Okay. Now let's play with some of the settings. Perhaps I might get something interesting from here. What should we try first? Let me just pull this up. taking a bit of, can't really see that drastic change in you. Changes are really subtle. Too subtle if you ask me. Mm, let's try something else. Let's try another value. Let's go down and try another value. Let's see. Still not giving me that desired look I'm going for. Let me put this up. Let me crank this up some more. Yeah, still I have nothing interesting. I think I might just go back. And reset this. But let me just overlay this with the previous code we have on top of this. No, I seem to lose a lot of details now. I'm losing a lot of details. Let me change this. Maybe I should change this. Let me take this out of the way. Yeah, reset the slider. So let me try something on a negative. Let me try something of a negative value. And this is beginning to look more interesting with the now this is on 0, so I won't really be seeing the coil 2 affecting doing anything actually. So let me try negative value for this. Negative value is not impacting this at all. I think this only works for positive values. So let's crank this up towards the positive side. And now we have something in there. Okay. This is not bad. This is not bad at all. I think I can live with this. Can probably live with this. Let me just check this off and on. Okay. 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 I'm just checking this. Bring back the noise. Okay. Okay. Let me try this magnitude settings. Just copy this and paste this for the magnitude settings. Let's see, maybe that will do something. Okay. Doesn't really do much, but I think I'll just leave it where it is. This is just a base. This is just a base noise. Just a base noise. I'm still going to be doing something on top of this. So I think this base noise, this magnitude I'm using should work just fine. Okay. Just taking with this coil tool. I check this again, bring this back. Let's see what I have in there. Just kind of having more. I'm just going to plan to break up the coiliness. Just have more variations of coils in there. Larger coils and a bit and smaller, tighter coils underneath it. Let me try something around 0.5 or 0.3. Okay. Okay. You can always play with the settings until you get your desired results. That's completely fine. It's always good to experiment. See, you have something interesting enough that you can just leave and then just work with that. So now I'm going to be adding a new modifier to this. I'm going to be adding a noise modifier. For this, I'm going to be using this to create stray hairs. So I want to use to create stray hairs. So let me just try a magnitude of 5 and let's see how this affects our model. No, this is just too fuzzy. This is too fuzzy. Let me take it down to 1. Okay, what else can we play with in here? Frequency, let's try 10. Okay. Magnitude, let's go all the way to 20. Let's see what that gives us. Oh, definitely some craziness in here. We have some craziness in here. So now I'm going to be using some kind of what should I call this script for this? So I'm going to copy this stray, close bracket, open bracket, close bracket, space, question mark, space, then 1, I think 1_0. And I'll go to my description and set percentage. So this is basically how many percentage you want this noise modifier to affect your model, to affect the hair rather. So putting this on 20, we're going to be having only to 20% of the hair being affected by this noise modifier. Okay. Let me put this to 10. Let me try this as 10. Okay, yeah, this is much better. This is much better. Maybe I'll take this down a notch to 10. Okay, yeah, I think this this looks kind of fine. It looks kind of, I don't know if you guys can see the stray hairs around this. So I want the stray hairs to be affecting some of the roots also. So I'm just going to push this root graph up. So I want the stray hairs to be affecting some of the roots of the hair. I want some stray hairs closer to the roots of the hair. Yeah, something like this. So let's zoom in and get a better view on this. You can see those stray hairs around this. You can see some of the stray hairs, which is kind of cool. Which is cool. Yeah, I think I'm loving this. So let me turn on the light. So I created some kind of directional light in my scene. So to do that, go to create, go to light, directional light. So I'm just using that to kind of get a feel of how the light is reflecting on the hair and on our model. Just to have an idea of how the light is reflecting this. So I'm just checking this from an angle to kind of see. Not bad. Not bad at all. It's quite nice. It's quite nice. And for this, I can see the stray hairs. I can see some of the stray hairs. So that's what I'm just trying to achieve. You can see the stray hairs around this. Okay. Maybe I'll just change. Let me just check this from an angle. Maybe I'll just change the light direction a bit more. Let me change the light direction and get this from another view. Okay. It's quite nice. You can see how the stray hairs are just giving it a more believable look. A more believable look. But the second coil is added on this. Maybe from the final render, I might not even use this second coils. But regardless, I think at least now I have two variations: first coil and second coil that I can render with. Okay. You can see, let me see the difference with and without the second coil. So this is without the second coil. You can spot the difference. So these are like two variations I can use for my renders anyways. So bringing this back in, I'm having something like this, which is also cool. Which is also cool. But I'm guessing I might not be keeping this because it just kind of completely hides all the volume in there. So I'm just playing with the frequency again of the spray noise to 1. Okay. Like how the spray noise I'll just make is just making this look more cooler. So let me take this up to 20 again. Okay. The idea behind this is just you playing around until you have something cool enough to work with or cool enough to say yes, this is fine. I can move on. I might still change some things up later, but just for the sake of this tutorial, I'm not going to keep things too long. I'm sure you guys get the general idea and general concept already for creating coils, adding sprays, modifying your clumping coils and clumping noise, offsets, and the rest. So let's add quartz. So that's the last I'm going to add the quartz effect. So just to give more variation to the length of the hair, because obviously in real life all hairs are not equal. So I'm going to be using the coil modifier. So we're going to change this up a bit. Put this around 5. Doesn't seem to do much. So there's this setting I have. Let me find that here around this. So just adding exteric $C length at the end. So this will kind of affect each hair per strand, per length of each strand. So let's see what we have in here. Oh, that affected that so much, even too much actually. That affected that too much. So I'm going to change this up. I'm going to reduce the value some more. So I'm using something around. Let's change this to 0.2. Let's see what we have. I think this should be fine. Take that off and let's see the difference. Yeah, this is fine. This is fine. I think I'll just leave this as it is. Okay. I'm just kind of eyeballing the second coil. I'm just eyeballing it. Maybe I might not even make it. Maybe. Okay. I think this is pretty much everything we need for the coils. Okay, I think for the next lesson we're going to be adding the side hair for the teddy and then those baby hairs in front of her head. And then after that we'll just move on to look div for the skin and for the hair shader. Then we'll call it down. So bye for now. See you guys in the next lesson.